Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Writing Equations from Words and Word Problems from Equations. Your learning targets today are 1. I can write an equation from a word problem, and 2. I can write a word problem from an equation. So if you will please, on the top half of your notes, if you'll please make the graphic below, the little organizer, and divide it into the 5 sections like I have. And the top quadrant here, if you'll title it Add, then the next one Subtract, and on the bottom 2, label it Multiply and Divide. And then in the center circle, and it doesn't have to be that big, if you'll write Equal, please. And this, over on the left side of your Cornell note format, you can title it Equation Vocabulary. If you will please pause the video here and brainstorm a list of terms for each of these categories. We will share these tomorrow in class and we can compile them into one great list. When you're finished writing down as much as you can, then go ahead and go to the next page and we will continue our notes. And now to write an equation from words. Our problem is that Dante bought a canvas and 8 tubes of paint for $24.95. If the canvas costs $6.95, how much should each tube of paint cost? So, pulling out our key information is that he bought a canvas and 8 tubes of paint, and that was equivalent to $24.95. So if I write canvas and would be plus 8 of the paint tubes, that equals $24.95. And then on the next line we were told that the canvas cost $6.95. So let's fill in that blank. $6.95 plus 8, and the question is how much is each tube of paint? So I'll put P for paint. Defining my variable, I'm going to say P equals paint tube. And that's going to equal $24.95. So right here, since we're practicing writing an equation, there is our equation. I have my variable defined over here to the side, right here, and then I've got my equation right here. Okay, so next, here is our equation. Given an equation like this, which is 2x plus 12 equals 26, if I was asked to write a word problem based on that equation, there are many different scenarios I could come up with. Since we just finished our geometry unit, I'm going to talk about perimeter, because I know that 2 times, let's see, again defining my variable, if I have x is the length of a rectangle, I'm going to abbreviate there, then I know that if I have 2 of my length and if I add 2 of my width, so this is my 2 width, and if this is my 2 length, that will equal my perimeter. Okay, so writing a word problem, and again this is just a made-up scenario. The problem I made up could be a rectangle has a width of 6 inches and a perimeter of 26 inches. What is the length of the rectangle? And again, there are many different scenarios we could have written. but that is just one that I came up with. So that concludes our lesson today about writing an equation from word problems and creating word problems from an equation. We will practice this more in class tomorrow. If you've got any questions, please bring those with you, and make sure that you've got your brainstorm list of vocabulary with you as well. Thank you and have a great day.